Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rush Racing Division 4, the last of the divisions, but obviously the best. The number one commentary team, Rapper Bajala here, joined tonight with Winter. Good evening to you, mate.
Evening, Rapid.
Great to be here, obviously, around Zandvoort, and probably mixed emotions about this circuit. Obviously, in 4 weeks' time, the real F1s are on a bit of a summer break, but when they return, they'll be at Zandvoort for the last time. Thoughts about this track?
Yeah, Zandvoort is a very twisty track when it comes. There's a lot of high speed, there's a lot of low speed, there's a lot of chances to make mistakes in crucial moments, such as like leading a race, for example. You can get bogged on a curb, go straight into a wall. It's very unpredictable, this track, but if you can find a rhythm, you'll be fast.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we've got the boys just warming up. I am going to be back in just 1 minute. I'm going to put it on the live stream. Need refreshments. I'll be right back. You take it away, mate. It's going. Hold on.
All good. I'll take this away. As we do get ready for this qualifying session, we will see 21 drivers make the attack on this Zandvoort circuit, the Zandvoort circuit, or in the Netherlands, of course. It's going to be an absolute amazing race to watch. It's going to be very interesting to steer strategy-wise. The tires not really lasting that long here. I think the latest I took my tires was lap 10, lap 9.
Was it? Okay, radio.
I was just thinking. Sorry. And it is full wet.
Oh, it's wet. It's wet. It's
It is
moist.
wet.
It's moist here in the governor's red room. So yes, it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Wet conditions. It's it's going to be tough on the guys, but you know what, mate? That's why they get paid the big bucks winter. So let's see what these boys can come up with. And how's your week been so far, mate?
Yeah, I'm actually having a lot better week this time round. Obviously, getting P5 provisionally in Div 2 with some pending penalties, but not coming my way. Possibly.
Oh, fair enough. Well, congratulations, mate. You never know, mate. You've got to get them on there. We've got Coops come through.
I'll tell you this now, but I like the wet more than the dry in these regs.
Oh, beautiful. That's good news.
Obviously, it was wet in Q1 and in Q2 for Division 2, and then it started raining at the end. I spun it lap 7, had no front wing damage, had 10-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags for some weird reason.
Yeah.
But no matter that, when the rain hit, I just started flying. So,
okay.
I'll take us through this grid. We have Coops on sticks, Rooster Cart, Uncle Morty, Cousin Bus, Sharwing, Romeo and Kenobi, as you say, is probably the best user they make a lot. But we do have Bobby, Cruz, Pixel, Milano, DR3, Shiny Piastri, Don J, Cloud, Ian Mac, Pogo, Mars, Piercat, Colin Hill, Conrod, and Slippergoon rounding out the grid. Obviously, Asimon missing a driver, which will probably hinder their points a bit, but Asimon will be looking to make the most out of it.
Yeah, very true. It looks like she's going to be wet all through here. Running through here, we've got Cruz, Bobby. So these boys just don't change their names. I don't know why. Bloody hell. Anyway, it is what it is, mate. So, okay. Cumbus, who's changed his name to number 2, even though he's meant to be number 67. These boys are really starting to annoy the bejesus out of me now, mate. So, 3 of them on number 2. There we go. So, which one's Coops? This one, the one in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
So, yes.
If we can get truck back to the strip.
Sorry, mate?
Truck back to the strip.
Ah, yeah. Sorry. Yep, cool.
All good. And I think DR3 has a polyban, if I correctly. Right then, the main question is who's going to be the first to cross the line to finish their lap? Is it Coops on sticks? It might be Coops on sticks. Into this very tight right-hander, into the left, very quick corners, if you can get them absolute perfect. Takes them a bit slower than I would. Obviously, this is Division 4, not Division 2.
Yep.
But into the penultimate corner, we really come. Gets on the power nice and early. Through the banking. First of all, the banking is very cool to see when it comes to driving here. What is it going to be for Coops on sticks to start this quali session? It's a 27.223 on the inters. The main question is, are people going to stay out to build up the tyre temp and burn the fuel?
No, we'll soon find out. They'll probably be doing multiple laps. I know I would be. Piercut's improved that to a 125.288. And Claude Crow goes one better with a 123, 2 seconds faster, if you don't mind. Bobby across the line. So there's a few of them. I reckon they'll be doing multiple laps here. So Cumbus or Uncle Morty were running on board as he comes down to these little tricky S's. clips the inside apex, turn 11 into 12. Round he goes. This car just wants to lose traction as they come down to the penultimate, the final turn. Accelerating away, foot flat to the floor as best as you can in these wet and tricky conditions. What's Uncle Morty got in store for us? What's he going to come across the line at? And it is a 1:25.325. Good enough for P7.
Yeah. I'm watching Cruz here. Obviously, he put in a good performance in Coda, finishing P2 behind Hogo Pogo. Obviously, he actually put it on pole in these types of conditions in Coda.
Yeah.
But, Hogo Pogo, is he looking...
Well, Hogo Pogo's in P3 at the moment. Got him on the coming through this wonderful. I love this part of the track. Just this sweeping left and right, just into sector 1. Just can take this thing beautifully around here. Series of right-handers now for Hogo Pogo. He's gone purple into sector 1, so he's improving. What's he got here? So there's 28.546, so he's got the best. He's gone purple in sector 1. What about sector 2? Takes it out really wide into strut mode. Coming down here to the end of sector 2, 100 metre, brakes hard. So he's up by 0.15 of a second, goes Hogo Pogo. But you'd imagine Claude, Pixel's actually obviously pitted here. Comes around to the last turn. He's up slightly by 0.15 of a second. Coming across down here onto the front straight, does Hogo Pogo, last week's winner, and across the line, and is good enough for pole with a 1:22.918. Nice little time from Hogo Pogo, but you expect the times to start dropping down a lot faster than that over the course of this qualifying winter.
Yeah, just having a little mic issues here, but
That's
we'll keep
okay,
going.
mate. Keep going.
Yeah, but
That'll all
Cloud,
mate.
I don't know where Cloud is compared to Hogo Pogo, but I think Conrod's just set a purple sector 2 behind, but Cloud is... It might be going for a lap now, or... I don't know.
No, it's okay,
Really
Conrad.
confuses me at the moment.
That's okay. Conrad's coming around on the straight. We've got green flag.
Wow.
We've actually got Cloud's gone with a 1:22.579 in the McLaren. Does that mean that we kept on talking about Epic? Has Epic been promoted, mate, in the last week, or is he just not here tonight?
There's been a lot of driver changes in all divisions. We saw Creeper and Epic go up to Division 2.
Okay, good on them. How did they go? You were racing against them?
Creeper, he didn't have the great start. He kept disconnecting a lot, and I didn't really see Epic at really much at all.
Okay, fair enough then. No worries. What about Mars in the Audi? He's coming through. His best time is a 1:25.393 as he comes through. Sector 1, he's half a second already slower than our pole sitter, Claude. Coming through this sweeping turns 8 and 9. Braking at the 50 as he comes to turn 10. Car's relatively stable here in the Audi. What's Mars coming down? He's accelerating down here. Brakes hard. Clips the inside apex. Nicely done. And out wide he goes. Onto the last turn. He's gone green, green, so he's definitely going to improve, but how much is he going to improve? Can he get himself up the leaderboard here as he comes across to the front straight and across the line, and it is good enough. 1:24.177, a much better improve. Still 1.5 seconds from pole, but he'll be pretty happy with that. Morty's coming through. We've got yellows in sector 2 and 3. Conrad on a flyer. Sorry, mate, you were saying?
That's just Bobby in low fuel mode. He's ducking into the pits now, but is there any... we do have Uncle Morty. I don't know if he's starting a lap or he's finishing a lap. I think he's starting a lap now, so into Tarzan corner we go with Uncle Morty. He does have the house of, I believe...
Where'd you get Tarzan corner from?
It's called Tarzan.
Is it? Well, there you go. I've learned something new today. Continue on.
it's Brazil all over again, I guess. I think that is Toy Pogo in front. It is, and he's just had to get overtake the Red Bull Pierre Cat.
Yeah, run ball with Morty. Keep it, and Morty comes through. Get out of the road, Pierre Cat. Jesus, Struth, the guys on a hot lap. These boys, I tell you what, they're going to the Carlos signs of using your mirror school. And thank you very much, Carlos, you Spaniard, you stupid Spaniard who cost Oscar Piastri the race win. Well done, you moron. And then came out and said he didn't see him and he didn't know that there was blue flags. I got told about 20 million times by his own team. But anyway, Uncle Morty in the pink Cadillac Penny. Coming to the end of his lap. So Claude, this is this Crow's debut? I think it might be actually. Is it? The guy up on pole at the moment? Pogo goes faster. 122.346. Cruz goes up in the RB with a 122.205. Okay, track is starting to ramp up. We've only got a few minutes left to go, Winter. Who do you think? Who's going to take the pole?
I think it's going to be Kodo all over again. It's going to be a battle between, obviously, and Cloud. I think it's going to be Cruz, Hogo, and Cloud, as we do see the top three currently, as separated by less than 3/10. So,
yeah,
it's going to be a bit of a pole position battle going on.
Yep, very true.
Give me a tenth again. I can feel it.
Exactly. So we'll take a look at this Pixel in the Aston Martin. We're riding on board 3/10. Oh, he invalidated. What a shame. He was 3/10 up in Sector 1 was Pixel, and really disappointing now. Hopefully he can re-energise. He's got enough fuel to go one more time. Shining Swarm gets his first warning. So he's invalidated. Who we've got coming through here? Pick Mars.
Yep, Mars improves to P6 with a 123.244.
Good work.
He is established himself in that.
Now,
is that a requirement on track?
I think you got one. You got Conrad, and I'm just taking a look at the screen here. Is there a bit of a dry line starting to form here with 6 minutes? Could we see someone go for a bit of a gamble and put on the set of reds later on here? Because you can definitely see a dry line starting to form. And the rain isn't as heavy as it once was, so it may just dry or stop raining long enough to be able to put on a set of slicks and go for it. Thoughts, Winter?
Yeah, me personally, I still think it's too wet to go for the reds. You can still see there's a bit of wet and there's still a bit of rain, which will make it extra slippy to figure out how to take the right line in these conditions. I think it's better to just stay in inters on this lap.
Yep, fair enough. Well, Pierre Cat is going on another flyer here at the moment. He's improved in Sector 1. Cruz has definitely got the fastest in the sectors, but down here, braking here, he's now 2/10 faster. Now, he might be on here. He's up 2/10 on his best time. So he could be on for maybe even a low 121 here. His best is a 122.205 for Cruz, is the current pole setter. Is Pierre Cat going to put a cat amongst the pigeons? He comes around the front onto the main straight for the time. Across the line, 122.332. Slightly slower, but a lovely lap from Pierre Cat. Conrad's coming through now. We've got an Aston. Pixel's gone faster. 121.614 for the Aston Martin Winter. I told you, on his last lap, he was 3/10 faster. 3/10 faster on that lap, and then he invalidated, and now he's put it 121.614 with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, there is a big gap. It's almost 6/10 from Cruz to Pixel in P1. Obviously, Pixel's probably just doing hot lap, cool down, hot lap, cool down. It's going to be very interesting. Hogo Pogo comes out now. I will get this Cadillac back in. You take it away.
No worries. Well, look, we've got Purple Pawpaw from Crow on his debut in the McLaren. What's he going to do? 125. Shots fired. McLaren goes back on pole. 125.18. Great time from him. He now is almost a second faster than Pixel on his fastest lap. Pixel's coming through into sector 3 now. And it's all Crow at the moment. Going through, riding on board here. Pixel got himself a little bit twitchy coming through onto the front straight now. And he's going to box. What about Hogo Pogo? He's on an out lap. Now it's obviously too wet. You can still rain, so it'll definitely be inches to the end. You got Piercat, you got Cruz on an out lap. And you've also got the McLaren on debut, just scintillating purple, purple, purple. Lighting it up like a Christmas tree was Crow. Okay, so Hogo Pogo and Cruz on out laps. Piercat's in the pits. He's probably done and won. Let's go Hogo Pogo here now. Down the main straight. Across the line he goes into turn 1. Braking just before the 50 into Tarzan corner. Accelerating away. Car just seems to be nice and stable as he goes through this series of turns. Through the bank. Wants to try and get the power down, but obviously slippier conditions. Needs to find the traction as he comes down this series of turns through 5, 6 and 7. Slight lift with a little bit of a break there as he's approaching the Williams in front of him. Hopefully the Williams can see his rear mirrors. Nicely done, and he's gone purple first sector. 27.615 for Hogo Pogo. The Williams got to get out of his road now. The Haas of Hogo Pogo trying to improve. Down here to the S's. Braking into turn 10. Clips the inside and he's only up by less than a tenth. But now he's got gravel all over that left front. It's not going to get the balance nor the grip. And I think you're going to find the Hogo Pogo probably is going to fall just short after that first lap. Was a wonderful 133. He might just have time to get one last lap. I don't think he's going to. Crossing the line here. It is pole 124.35.
Wow.
Great work. And what about Crow and Pixels on an out lap? So we've got Crow here who was on pole. He's going to come around. He's gone. He's purple sector 1. He's slightly down. He's trying to hug the inside. This will be his last lap and he's missed it. 3/10 slower. So he obviously made a mistake in sector 2. Jay Cootie up here in P3 at the moment in the Williams. Oh, he got a little bit treacherous there. Almost lost it, but was able to control it. He has slightly improved. But I don't think it's going to be enough here. He's going to be down. Is he? Probably on his best time here. Comes through. The Ferrari really gets out of his road. Goes gravel surfing. Nicely done from him. Jay Cootie. Down here to this last session. It's just starting to dry out and it's stopped raining. More importantly...
Yeah, I was going to say it just stopped raining. I was just going to say that.
Yes.
Yeah, it is stopped raining. The tyres will be probably overheating now. It is absolute crunch time for the end of this qualifying session. Don J or KJ, whatever his name is,
yes,
is still pushing out there. Is it going to be an improvement? No, he's 1.4 down. We'll jump over to Pixel.
Pixel, yes.
Pixel using all the track to the advantage of his driving. Into this long left-hander as we get ready for this straight.
Purple sector 1 for Pixel. Continue going. Winter, keep on.
Okay, he's going to brake at the 100. He taps the inside very nicely. At this moment, he'll be taking it by 2/10. If he can improve on this, this will be an absolute amazing lap.
Half a second already, and he's coming into the final second, Winter.
Yeah, into the banking. What is it going to be for Pixel? Is it going to be a 120, maybe even a 19 for Pixel? What is it going to be for Pixel?
119.
It's a 19.733. He takes pole position unless Hogo Pogo's on another lap.
He is. He's gone purple sector 1, Winter. Car's getting a bit twitchy, but you can see this is the right time to be out on track. Pro's going through. He's coming down into this turn 10. Clips the inside apex. Hopefully this Alpine gets out of the road, or the Williams. Nicely done. He's gone green into the second sector. This is it. Through the banking. This is where it counts. Can Hogo Pogo take over Pixel, or is Pixel going to claim His first pole for the season here in Division 4. Across the line goes Pogo, and it is pole. 129.639, 110. Thank you very much. And the Haas, after an incredible win at Coda last week, has backed it up and put it on pole again. Nicely done, Hogo Pogo. Congratulations. Great performance.
What a qualifying that was.
That was an amazing qualifying. And we will just wrap this up. And it's Hogo Pogo with Pixel, Crow on debut P3, Jay Cootie in P4, Cruz, Peercut, Slippergoon. Rooster Cat's left the session, by the way, mate. Paul and Hell is in P8, Cumbus P9, Uncle Morty P10, Shining Swarm P11, Mars P12, Conrad, Milano, Bobby, Cooper on Sticks, Roll Me One Kenobi, Gamer Tag of the Year, Shoring, Ian Mack, Rooster Cat, and Trackstar rounds out our grid for the main event. So the boys are going to get themselves all ready. And it's dry, thankfully. Winter.
It might be a hint. It might be a hint to rain.
Oh, it's a bit grey up there. It's a bit grey. We'll take a look at the weather forecast. It is very grey. Very, very, very grey. So, boys are getting ready. So I tell you what, it's going to be hard to go by past Hogo Pogo, pole, winner and Coda, but I think that Crow boy in the McLaren, he showed something on debut. Nicely done by him. So don't count it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And live Rush Racing Division 4, we're underway. Hogo Pogo got off the line quite nicely. Pixel boards through, and it's the McLaren of Co. So they all go single file. It's got Pixel, though, around the outside, thinking he's got this job done. And look at this for an overtake. Pixel's got it through, and he gets the pole like Oscar Piastri on Sunday. Lovely job by the Aston Martin. He saw Hogo Pogo slowed up. We've got a virtual safety car already. Bit of chaos down the end. But what a start from the Aston Martin. Lovely to see.
I would like to say, Hogo Pogo started on the softs.
Yes. So we'll just get those track data up.
Is there a hint of rain? Is there a hint of rain coming?
Well, we're about to find out. Safety car's been deployed. So we've got a bit of carnage here already. So let's take a look at the tyre situation. So Pixel... what a start. Really took advantage. He kept the car on the outside of turn 1. He got the traction that he needed, and he just pinched Hogo Pogo's pocket. Don't think Hogo Pogo expected that to happen. Great little overtake from the Aston Martin.
Yeah, great start for Pixel. A little bit... it was a good start off the line for Hogo Pogo, but obviously in the second phase of the race start, Pixel just had the better.
Yeah.
Hogo Pogo, was that a game glitch again where you select the mediums and it puts you on softs?
Well, it's
still very undecided, but we do. Well, it is going to be a bit of a.
It's going to be a safety car. It is.
Yeah, long safety car. We do have like a lot of drivers in the pits.
Yeah, they're all boxing quite all now, aren't they? Bear with me, guys.
Coos on Sticks has jumped to the hards. I think a lot of drivers will jump to the hards.
Yeah.
A lot of them to serve time penalties also.
Right. Okay. So it does look like the weather's saying it's overcast here for the race.
Yeah.
But Pixel just picks his pocket there. Nicely done.
I mean, we could always get a replay on that, maybe.
Nah, I didn't record it.
Oh, no.
No. They don't do bloody replays everywhere else, mate. Just here, Division 4.
Just the overtake.
Just the overtakes. But no, it was a good overtake, actually. I'll give that credit. Give credit where credit's due. So, yes, nicely done there from the Aston Martin. And what's I'm trying to get into the chat. So we'll definitely be going for one more lap here. A few guys on the hard. So take a look at those hard runners. They look like they think they can go right to the end. And this track is not renowned for it's not renowned for wear. So maybe these boys might think, you know what, I'm going to be being able to get to the end. So safety car deployed here. So one thing I don't like about these PCs, every time I go off it, bloody gets me out of modes. But anyway, so Pixel will lead the way after a really nice little overtake there on turn 1.
Okay, I am being told there was a glitch with Hogo Pogo where the game put him on softs.
Oh, is that right? You know what
Yeah.
I hear? You know what I hear? I hear excuses. That's what I hear. Excuses? Just, you know what? That's the game. That's what it is. Hogo Pogo's just trying to complain, saying, well, if that's the case, he didn't still got off the line all that well, though, did he? Safety car in this lap. Sorry, mate.
I'll tell you this: it's not the first time it's happened this this entire race weekend of Rush Racing.
No.
It happened to my teammate and team principal Sashi in Div 2, where he selected the mediums and put them on softs.
Mm-hmm.
But besides the point, I'll let you take away this restart.
Rightio, mate. Well, let's run it through, and it's Pixel who has got us to go to the line. He's going to have Hogo Pogo on those reds. Can he take advantage of the softer compound? Pixel coming around this bankment. And it is accelerate away. He's got a little bit of a jump start on Hogo Pogo as they come down to the line. Hogo Pogo in P2. Does Claude Pro looks up on the inside. He almost had Piercat in his rear bumper, and Cruz is talking about an opportunity up on the inside, but he doesn't get it. So Piercat, they all go through single file. No issue from there. J. Cood in the Williams. Paul and Held now in P8. So they've dropped through, and Cruz is going around the outside like a diamond. Nicely done. He gets himself into P4. Good overtake there from Cruz. He gets himself into P4. Meanwhile, up the front, and Pixel's been able to hold out. Hogo Pogo in P2 with Cloud Crow, or I'm just going to call him Crow. These boys with their stupid gamer tags I can't pronounce because I'm too old. In P3, Cruz now in P4. Piercat in the Red Bull, and his teammate Cumbus right behind him. Will the team orders come through? Cumbus is already on the blower, saying, "You know what? I'm Max Verstappen of Red Bull Tier 4. Get me in front of Piercat." But Piercat's got track advantage here so far. We've got Mars in the Audi. Makes another position on Pauline Hell, who's really struggling here. He's going to have Uncle Morty all behind him in the pink Cadillac Pinny. Up on the back straight, does the pink Cadillac Pinny. Up on the inside, looks like it's going to be a nice easy overtake, but Pauline Hell is able to recoup and maintains the lead. So 2 laps in, or lap 5 so far. Finally, we get one in anger. But Paul or Uncle Morty all over the back here of the Williams. Meanwhile, down there, Trackster, there's a bit of carnage down there. I don't know if it's wing damage or not, but another one. But Trackster found the going a bit tough. Slipper Goon goes around the outside of Conrad in those hards. They're not getting up to temperature. It's taking them a while. I think the overcast conditions might be playing a bit of a factor here. Oh, and I'll tell you what, Shorewing and the other Cadillac got a little bit twitchy, was able to maintain. So up the front, and Pixel continues to lead by half a second on Hogo Pogo. Crow comes in at P3 with Cruz in P4 all over back. And, you were going to say?
I was just going to say, I've just seen Roostercart do a little bit of rallying.
Fair enough.
He spotted out of the corner. He went into the grass. Yeah. He went from P11 down to P17 now. Currently battling with Romy 1 Kenobi. So
gamer tag of the year. Gamer tag of the year, Romy 1 Kenobi. Continue on.
Game mistake of the year.
Yes.
I think Shines has done the same thing. So we do have a yellow flag out. Pierre is boxing. Is that for damage?
Well, let's find
I
out.
think it
He
is.
might be. Yeah, definitely left wing. He has got a bit of damage there. And he's going to be replacing him. That's going to drop him all the way back to the end. So, meanwhile, let's go through the front runners. And Pixel and Hogo Pogo have got themselves a nice little handy break. So, Crow in P3 in the McLaren on debut here in Tier 4 has got Cruz all over the rear end of him. This track renowned for some close racing. Almost impossible to overtake. Really, Winter turn 1 and maybe here in turn 10 if you get a nice run is probably your only two real good opportunities to overtake. Riding on board here with Cruz. Sorry, yeah. And he thinks better of it. You're going to say Winter.
Yeah. There is a battle for the lead right now. Hogo Pogo is right up the diffuser of Pixel at the moment, going into the banking. What's the battery like? Hogo's got 30% more battery compared to Pixel. Is this the move into Tarzan?
Yeah, he goes down the main straight here. Looking up there, Pixel deploying it. Meanwhile, back for a battle of the last place on the podium. And Cruz is going to go on the inside. They're battling it side by side. Crow was aware of what was going, but Cruz has got the traction here. And no, he doesn't. And the Cadillac, get out of the road. Slippergoon almost caused a Carlos. He did there, but these guys are going to battle side by side. Sorry?
I think that was the DNF Cadillac of...
Yes, it is. It is. DNF.
Throwing.
And they continue on. No safety car, thankfully. But Cruz and Crow are having a nice little ding-dong battle. And this has allowed Hogo Pogo and Pixel to get 2.5 seconds up the road. Cruz
had another incident.
Well, there we go. Just can't seem to get the traction. And Crow down here into turn 10 is able to maintain it, but for how long? Cruz really just seems to be really racy at the moment. He's definitely got a really good setup, I would say, and maybe gets through Crow this time through the banking, down the main straight. He's probably a bit too far away this time, Winter, unfortunately, but it's only a matter of time. I think Cruz is probably going to get the job done. Hogo Pogo settled in, and these guys now 3 seconds behind, all that battling on. It's been a good start, Winter.
Yeah, it's been a good start for the races for the Haas, and these top 5 currently. Obviously, JKC could have probably qualified higher if he didn't have that massive snap in qualifying, but is making very much sure that he's in this fight for this podium.
Yeah, exactly. Traxxer's got the job done here on the Ferrari of Coops on 6. Who's on those hards? He's obviously these hard runners boxed on lap 1, trying to push these hards right to the end. So only time will tell if they've made the right decision. The weather forecast is saying overcast, so it's not saying any rain, but we know what the weather bureau is. They're about as accurate as a bent dart sometimes, so there could be a bit of rain, and we'll see that coming through. Now, Pixel, he's made a massive mistake, and he's let Hogo Pogo through for the lead. I think we may have got that on the replay. Yes, we did. We know what the weather battling down here, down the back straight with Hogo Pogo, but no. Goes through, so and if you take a look, see that comes through. Massive mistake there. He's made a massive mistake. And Hogo Pogo goes through and takes the race win. Lead, but Pixel goes around the outside and he reclaims it on the front on turn 1 around Tarzan. And as you were, but he made a critical mistake coming into out of turn 11. And Hogo Pogo got the lead, but then Pixel said, yeah, no, thanks very much. I'll take it back. Good battling here at the front so far.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Rapid, but this is reminding me of Abu Dhabi with Epic and Creeper.
Yes, very true.
Getting the move done before the main straight, which also could be terms after the hairpin at Abu Dhabi, where Epic would make a move in just before that, and then Creeper would get him back on the straight.
Great.
So if I were Hogo Pogo here, I would save all the battery I can, get as close to him as I can. Oh, he's gone wide again, Pixel. But back to what I was saying. Hogo Pogo is probably going to be looking to burn all the battery to get past him.
That's it, exactly. So let's ride on board here. And Pixel's already come in. Now, has he got damage? Maybe he's got damage here. Maybe this is a really early pit stop. So he's come through. He's going to get himself back into traffic. He's obviously going to the hards. No damage. This is just a pit stop. So Pixel, not too sure exactly his strategy, but Hogo Pogo now continues on and has a 5-second gap on Cutie. And Cruz is all over the back. So Cutie and Cruz, obviously Cruz made a mistake there somewhere, which we didn't see on the stream, and he's led J Cutie to go into P4. Not too sure what happened to Cruz because he was right up the back of Crow, but a mistake happened and it allowed J Cutie, but up on the inside goes Cruz as they go through this infield section. Nowhere really to go past. He's just going to be patient. Has to be patient here, Winter. You don't want to push it. Push your luck here on these back straight. But mind you, he's going to fly it up on the inside. Does Jacuti have any answers? He does. Makes that Williams larger than life as they come round here. And they're going to go down the front straight for lap 10, almost lap 11 now. Hogo Pogo leads by a whopping 6 seconds. Jacuti all over the back of Crow. He might be able to send this up. He doesn't, though. So I think Cruz is he's got some issues here because he just seemed to fall away, Winter, down that straight. Maybe it's a bit of straight line speed. Maybe it's battery deployment. I'm not too sure, but Milano, and looks like who's in for the pits here? Yep. Our race leader is into Hogo Pogo is into the pits. And he's out, and he's out in front of Pixel. Yes, he has.
Yeah, Pixel got caught up. Pixel got caught up in a lot of traffic.
He did.
In that, on that out lap. So that's helped Hogo Pogo a lot. He's got the Ferrari acoustic sticks on in front, but obviously we'll have the fresh tyre.
Yeah.
Compared to in 9 laps, maybe 8 laps compared. How quickly is... Oh, he's just going to send it down the inside and make
exactly. Says, thank you very much. I'll take that position. And the Ferrari of Coops of 6 knew better to get around it. Let's see that on the rush replay. And you can see that Hogo Pogo was able to leapfrog overcut. Did very well, but Pixel didn't waste a round. He comes through here, turn 8. Says, you know what, I'm going to send it up on the inside. Exactly. He did the right thing, Coops, and away goes the Aston Martin of Pixel. And he is 2.5 seconds behind Hogo Pogo, who is effectively our race leader. Milano has pitted though, so technically he can run to the end, but I doubt that that's going to happen. 10 lap olds, can he get another 24 laps out of these hard tyres? Time will tell, but I'd imagine that he's going to be making another pit stop before long. Now, Crow, who started P3, not going too bad, leads by just half a second from the top 3 guys, are split by less than 2 seconds. So Cruz in P3, Jacuti in P2, and Crows. But these guys yet to box. And once they box, Hogo Pogo is going to reclaim the race lead. And a 2.5 second gap. So a nice little cushion over Pixel Winter.
Yeah, if you could also get gap to leader too.
Yep, no problems.
With the you know how the chat is. They like to
just
request stuff. So it's all good.
There we go. Gap to leader. You know they can jump in the stream anytime they like. Oh no, actually, hang on. It's the governor. It's the boss. And what the boss says, the boss does. Because if we don't do what the boss says, you know what happens in the red room. And it's not going to be pretty for you and me, Winter. So whatever you like, boss, that's all good. So right now, Coops has come in and you've got Cruz also in the box. So he's the first of those top 3 guys to box. And Crow continues on. I think he might be trying to battle out to hopefully get a safety car here. Jacuti in P2 and Milano is 10 seconds behind. But Hogo Pogo, 10-second gap, so he's well and truly going to be able to take this lead. 3 seconds back further, and you've got almost 3 seconds. So since the pit stops, it looks like Hogo Pogo's got himself a nice comfy cushion on Pixel. Winter.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just doing some inviting work at the moment.
Apologise, I'll continue
on.
Gamer Tag of the Year in P7, Roll Me One Kenobi. Slipper going in P8, Conroy P9. These boys have all boxed and they're going to try and stretch it out. Cruz has got himself out in P10. So does the undercut work here? Not too sure, but Crow has boxed and he's put on a set of reds. So I reckon that's a glitch in the game. It looks like it to me.
Yeah, it might be. We do have Jakaji, who's possibly extending his first stint to maybe try a one-stop.
Yes, might be trying to do the one stop. So obviously two stops, obviously the ultimate strat around here. But Jakuti, he's stretching him out. 13 lap holds. You got Hogo Pogo now 8 seconds behind the race leader, but he has already boxed. Milano back there. He's now dropped down, and Pixel also 2.5 seconds. So a 3-second gap between Pogo and Pixel. A gamer tag of the year in P5, Slippergoon in P6. And Crow's now got himself in P7, but on the reds. So he's going to have to try and get through these slower traffic as soon as he possibly can. Use the advantage of these faster tyres. Maybe he's obviously on a 2-stop and hoping that he can get a set of mediums through. Oh, geez, he punched the Cadillac out of the road. Gave him a nice little shove, and Slippergoon didn't react well and shoved himself, lucky not to find himself on the grass. So Crow comes through in the reds.
Does have damage though.
That what Crow does he? Or
No,
was it
Slippergoon does have.
Slippergoon had damage. Yep, you're right. Coop 6 all over the back of him as well. Can he send it up on the inside? The Ferrari thinks better of it. And Coop sits himself into P8. Cruz P9 after his box. Cumbus in P10 with Uncle Morty P11. Marzadeh 12. Piercat in P13. He's way down a good 8 and a bit seconds. Crow's got past Gamer Tag of the Year and gets himself up to P5. So he's obviously going for the 2-stop strategy, trying to make advantage of the red tyres here. But finds himself a good 8 seconds behind, or Pixel. Oh, Gamer Tagger of the Year just drifted wide into one of the barriers, but he's able to get himself back onto the track. So meanwhile, up the front, and Jakuti, who leads by 5 seconds on Hogo Pogo with Milano a further 2 seconds back. Now Pixel catching him. What's going on?
Yeah, Robbie Wakanobi's in the gravel.
Oh no. Gamer Tag of the Year, look at him. Jeez, he's turned the Red Bull into a gravel trap by the looks of him. He is not having a good day. He's Roll Me One Kenobi. Cruises up on the inside. He takes Coops. Coops didn't put up much of a battle, and he sees himself up into P7. Starts looking after Slippergoon in the Cadillac, as you said. Does have damage, though, unfortunately, that right wing you can see definitely down. And Bobby, or Roll Me One, is in the pits. So getting a new set of tyres, unfortunately, for the Gamer Tag Man of the Year. And Jakuti,
Yeah.
he's got the Mercedes. Is that the Mercedes a Trackster looks like trying to unlap himself by the looks of it. Much faster than Jakuti.
No, that's not Trackstar. That's Rooster Cart.
Oh, that's Rooster Cart, who's been lapped and trying to unlap himself. And take a look here. Hogo Pogo, 2.5 seconds behind Jakuti. So whatever, you're right, Jakuti is stretching this out. He wants it, and I think he's going to box. He is. So let's see where he comes out. And that allows Hogo Pogo to claim the lead. Lap 17 to 36, Winter. How have you seen the race so far?
I've seen the race as a strategic mastermind battle going on at the moment. Obviously, Pixel trying to go for the overcar, or undercar, as you could say. Obviously not working because he boxed himself into traffic, which didn't help him in the end. And he's also got a car in between him and his race-winning rival, Hogo Pogo, also in Milano.
Slushy's
passed him now.
Rooster Cat's disconnected by the looks of it. Thanks for that, Slushy. But yeah, Hogo Pogo now has 3.5 second gap. He could be going for back-to-back wins here. He won Coda, and now he could be looking at a back-to-back win here in Zandvoort. Pixel P2. Milano now half a second. With Crow 7 seconds down, he's going to have to box. He's not going to stretch those reds to the very end. M. Jorn in the chat, Cumbus really showing his Division 1 potential, he says. Not too
Well,
sure if
you
this.
could say that.
Yes,
You
exactly.
could say that Kung Bus has the biggest fan base in rush racing history, for what I know. So,
It's got nothing to do with Cumbus. I tell you what, you pronounce that one letter wrong and you're in real troubles. You'll get Rush Racing banned. Uncle Morty in the pink Cadillac Penny. It was very true.
Yeah, I mean, we could make a hashtag.
Yes.
Hashtag Kungbuster Div 1 confirmed.
Confirmed. But Morty goes around the outside and he could be going down 2 spots here. Oh, carnage, if you don't mind. The Williams. Well, haven't we seen a Williams run into another car this weekend sometime? The Carlos Sainz effect is now taking its victims here as well. Let's see that on the Rush replay, and they came around the front straight.
Yeah, I mean, we could make a
just got a
hashtag.
really sad exit and allowed Uncle Morty to go on the outside. Confirmed. Morty goes around the outside. He could be going down 2 spots. And Carlos Sainz, carnage if you don't. Into turn 1. Back with live action. And Hogo Pogo now 3 and a bit seconds. He has really danced off here into the distance. Milano on those 16 lap old hards. MP3 dropping back really fast. And it looks like Claude 7 seconds behind Milano. So I think the advantage of those reds are really starting to wear off. He's going to have to box again, unfortunately. I don't know whether it's a glitch or it was purposely done. Cruise in P5. Uncle Morty has got Jacuti all over the back of him. And I think Jacuti thinks, you know what, I might be able to take a bit of a go at the pink Cadillac Penny around the outside. Oh, they go side by side. Oh, Jacuti got a little bit frazzled, just hit the right side pod. And Uncle Morty maintains the rage in P5. Good little battle. Oh! And Jacuti went up trackside, almost did a Daniel Ricciardo into the wall. But he was able to maintain it. Cumbus in P7. Mars in P8. Coops in P9 in the Ferrari. Milano, who has boxed finally, has come out in P10, but nice fresh rubber. So he'll go to the end in P10. So these boys up in front, Hogo Pogo and Pixel, really are starting to stretch their legs. 4.7 seconds. Hogo Pogo, class of his own.
Let's take a little break from this action. It doesn't really seem it's going to be cooling down any time. Let's take a quick break. Wogjet going for the Astons.
Yes, he is. Absolutely, mate. My man, Wogjet. Wogjet, my man, as I like to refer to him, the chosen one, or Bondi, as I like to call him on stream, because he's not manly. But good to have you in the chat, Wogjet. Hope you're doing well. Epic. Unfortunate. Hope you're enjoying Division 2. Apparently, you've been promoted. Congratulations to you, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season. So, running on board here, and Pixel, 4 and a bit seconds away of Hogo Pogo. These guys were battling for the lead, but Hogo Pogo, class of his own since the pit stops. Crow on those reds, I reckon it was a glitch. Winter, what are your thoughts?
I would like to believe it's a glitch, or it might be just a misclick on the MFD choosing the pit stop page.
Very good. Danny Rock has asked for the gap to leader. I better do that. I don't want to get fired. There's your gap to leader. No worries. And Wogjet with a new steering wheel. Good luck for you, mate. Hopefully I'll see you on Sunday. But right now, you've got Cruz 16 seconds away. Uncle Morty down there, and Jacuti in P6. Cumbus now P7. Mars, Cooper, Milano all over the back. And Milano on the much fresher rubber all over the back of the Ferrari here. I reckon he's going to get a move on. He's going to make that Audi dance. He's going to make that Ferrari cry. And he has really good little overtake. And off he goes into the distance. Milano gets himself now up into P9. He's going to start chasing down his teammate Marza Day down the road and not far away. So he might be starting to climb up the leaderboard. Getting to the end, only 15 laps to go, Winter.
Yeah, it's a good move from Milano into Tarzan corner. I'm just looking around to see if there's any more battling going on. I think Piercat is coming in to serve another penalty and possibly even fix wing damage, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
As we do see Mercedes crew come out for the track start.
Yeah,
who's put on a fresh set of reds,
no, fair
which
enough.
is yeah, fair enough for him. Milano is on the freshest tyres of the grid apart from Shining Storm
Yeah, fair
on the
enough.
hard tyres.
I think, to be honest with you, mate, we're getting a number of these people requesting gaps to the leader and stuff like that. I think we're going to have to start charging them subs, Winter. If they want these data, gift a sub, I reckon. Let's make some money out of these requests. What do you think, Winter?
Yeah, it might have to be that way.
Exactly.
We might need to
Jacudi,
do some negotiating with the big boss.
Exactly.
You never know.
Exactly. Milano's got Mars as well onto the straight. That was inevitable. And he gets himself on the pit. Mars has actually gone into the pits. So Uncle Morty and Jacudi having a nice little battle here. Meanwhile, the front lanes and Pauline Hell has got through on the pits. He's in the P10 in the other Williams. And Milano all over the back of Cumbus. The number one driver of all of Rush, I've been told. More followers than a Victoria's Secret model, I've been told by Cumbus. He's a very well supported man as he comes through this intersection. But Milano in the Audi. Oh, geez, I tell you what, that's a nice little. He almost got his nose chopped off by Cumbus. Just swiped it almost. And I think it'll only be a matter of time before Milano gets the job done here.
Yeah, that was a bit of a interesting battle. Still battle to come between Congas and Milano. Congas just seems to be putting on a defensive masterclass at the moment. 10 lap different tyres.
Yeah,
so, but here comes Milano. Oh my god!
Cumbus has gone into the pits. That's what he did, Milano. I tell you what, he swiped it there. So Milano gets the P6 by default. Uncle Morty is now Jacudi has got finally past him. And he's 7 seconds down the road. 10-second time penalty. Speeding in the pits for you, Marzi. I think that might be Mars. I'm just going to get the penalties up here, mate, for just 1 minute.
It was Coops on 6.
It was Coops, yeah. Coops on 6. They got the 10-second time penalty. Let's take a look at those penalties, shall we? So just the two, Mars and Coops on 6 with the 10-second for speeding in the pit. So that's all she wrote for those guys. Slippergoon coming through here. Oh, hang on. Hogo Pogo's boxed. Here we go. This is interesting.
He's going to chuck on another set of mediums or possibly even hards to get to the end.
He's on the reds. No, he's got hards. So there we go. And Pixel's boxed as well. So these boys are both boxed. What does that do with Cruz is in as well? And Jacudi's coming out. Going through here, Jacudi now takes P2 and Pixel comes out with Uncle Morty going around the outside in the pink Cadillac Penny. So Pixel just comes out in P4 and he's got to get past Morty real fast. 9 seconds the gap to the leader. Hogo Pogo was able to box, get fresh rubber, and he's out in front. So Pixel all over the back of Uncle Morty here. Looking for a way through here. Pixel, oh, geez, I tell you what, got a little bit squeamily. He's going to send it down the inside now, isn't he? He did it on the Ferrari a few laps ago, but I'll tell you what, Uncle Morty's not going to give it up with a fight, but no. So Pixel gets himself up into P3, and he's got Jacudi only 2 seconds down the road. You've got Milano down there as well in P5, and Crow in P6 with Cruz. So Conrad with the fastest lap so far with a 1:33.286. So times are starting to tumble as the fuel runs off. Uncle Morty is going to have Milano all over the back of him in a minute, but I think Morty's coming in. Okay, so Morty's box. They're all two stopping, most of these guys. I don't think anyone's going to be able to stretch to the one stop, are they?
Not from here, no, unless you're Jake Hudgy, who's currently running P2.
Yeah.
8 lap hards. I reckon he's on for a good result here. Obviously starting... Hold up. I just want to see where he started. He started P4. So obviously it'll be a good run on the one stop for Cuddy. But
yep.
Pixel is gaining fast.
Fair enough.
The thing is Cuddy gonna be driving defensively to hold on to this podium?
No, exactly. Well, he's only got a second gap, Pixel. Pixel started P3, he's now Pixel, or he started P2, he's now P1, and Ogo Bogo obviously started on pole. But Jakuti here is going to try and defend as best as he possibly can, but I don't think he's going to have the answer. But mind you, Pixel's made a massive mistake, and he's now got Milano for company. So Pixel's now in P3. He's 1.5 seconds. He almost was a second below. Hogo Pogo's now got the fastest lap. I think you're going to find Cruz through here. So Pixel trying to close the gap. So 2-lap-old Hards. He's battling for Jakuti up the front here. It's been a really good race so far. We've got 10 laps to go. So plenty to play for here, but Hogo Pogo's masterclass. 9 seconds now ahead of Jakuti, who's trying to stretch out these Hards to the very, very end. He's got Pixel behind him. Milano in P4, 2 and a bit seconds away. Crow, who I thought would have done a lot more damage, but it just seems to have found, hasn't been able to find his groove through this race, Winter.
Yeah, he is struggling.
Absolutely. So Cruz is now further 2 seconds back. Slippergoon in P7. Mars. Uncle Morty's now come up on those reds, and he'll be flying for these last 10 laps. Hopefully he won't be able to burn too many tickets, but Pixel, we're going to ride on board as he goes down the front straight here. Can he put any pressure on Jakuti? He probably hasn't, but there you go. Pixel's got the fastest lap with a 1:13.062 so far. And he's really closed in on Jakuti here. Looks like it's the only real battle on track too. You got Conrad down there in P16 on Shining Swarm as well. Uncle Morty's now got himself a penalty. Well, fastest lap actually. I apologise for that. There you go, on the reds. Corner cutting for Mars. Looks up on the inside.
Going to do his favourite move. He's going to send it down the inside.
He did.
Wow.
Great little move there, and he takes P2. Loves that corner, doesn't he? Loves it, just sends it.
He
loves it. That is 3 tonight, but he's 10 seconds away from Hogo Pogo. It's unfortunate, but yeah, P1, P2. But Pixel, just after that pit stop, just couldn't seem to have the pace of Hogo Pogo. And now they're going to run to the line with 8 laps left to go. Jakuti, he's definitely hanging out. He's not going to box anymore. Milano trying to chase down now. He's got 8 laps, 3 laps fresher than Jakuti. So keep an eye out for the last podium position. I think first and second, unless they make a massive mistake, is pretty much set. But the battle for the last podium position is well and truly alive, Winter.
Yeah. There's going to be a good battle between Milano and Cuddy. Obviously, Milano on 3-lap pressure, then Cuddy. But there is also a lot of gaps, as we do see. I think the lapped cars have been established so far.
Yeah.
I think the lapped cars, well, the one that's going to get lapped in a few minutes is going to be Chuckstar.
Yeah.
But currently, Ian Mack, Pogo Pogo's team has been lapped, and Rooster Gut has been lapped also.
Yeah, he's nice to see the Mercedes back there in last. Wish it was like that in real life, but anyway, the Hogo Pogo's coming through. Trackstar here, get out of the road. Yep, there you go. Nicely done. That's how you do it, Carlos. Get out of the road. That's what you do, Carlos. Maybe you can do that in 4 weeks' time. Anyway, see how it goes. Pixel's now got himself into fresh air. Jakuti 1.3 seconds behind. Milano now 4.7. So I think that time Jakuti's been able to hold off or hopefully maintain the gap. With only 7 laps to go, you got Crow also coming in, but has he left his run for the podium too late, Winter?
Yeah. Not really much more to say on that.
No. So
pretty much took the words out of my mouth.
yeah, fair enough. So Hogo Pogo definitely right now. He has been a masterclass here. He won in Coda quite well, and he broke the streak of Epic, who's now in Tier 2. But he has been all sorts of awesome. If you saw, Pixel got the jump on him, if you remember, off the line on those mediums and was able to take the lead at the very start under the safety car. Hogo Pogo got him underneath the first set of pit stops and has been able to show him a clean set of heels right since then. So Jacuti now 2 and a bit seconds or 3 seconds. Now Milano has been able to take almost a second on that with 6 laps to go. You could probably see Milano might just be, well, the battle for third in 5 laps. So let's ride on board with these guys. It could be on. 5 laps. There could be a 1-lap shootout between Milano and Jacuti at the moment. And then behind yet. So the McLaren's slower there of Crowed Crow. So he's slowing down there. He must have taken a bit of damage. But so Milano, so 5 laps. So yeah, it looks like Cruz and that. So that's not going to be happening. So Milano's faster than Jacuti right now. And in 5 laps time, they reckon he's going to be able to up on the rear bumper of him.
He's going to be pushing to get the through. Oh, Pixel gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, it's a shame.
So Cuddy's main objective now is to push as hard as he can to get to that P2 spot.
Yeah. And you take a look, Milano's now got major wing damage, and you got Crow all over the back of him. He's looking up on the inside. Lovely overtake there. Up on the bankman, if you don't mind. And Milano with that wing damage, he's obviously coming up on the outside. He hasn't given it up. But Crow, yes, he's got the job done. So Crow's now gone into P4. And unfortunately, I think he's going to run out of laps to get himself onto the podium. But only time will tell here. They're talking about 6 laps. He'll be in striking distance. He's 5 seconds away. But Winter, I think that Jacuti, unless he causes himself his own personal hell, he's going to hold on for the podium.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, it does seem like that. But we all know the driver Cloud is. He is not willing to back down. As I did say for Epic when he was around, Epic doesn't back down.
No, he doesn't. He absolutely doesn't. And then we go through. So Milano's all over the back of him as well. So Cloud, and with the wing damage of Milano, who's able to maintain it. So we've only got 4 laps to go. And Hogo Pogo well and truly comfortably in the lead by just on 10 seconds. Obviously, Pixel's got himself a penalty. And I'll tell you what, if Jacuti, he's probably not going to be able to get... He could actually, if he can get that gap down by a second from between now and the last 4 laps, he might actually leapfrog Pixel for P2. Cloud in P4, 5.5 seconds away. Sorry, Winter? You were going to say? Yep.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say there is a chance that Pixel probably could get another penalty.
Yeah.
If you give me a second, I can look how many warnings he's on now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Pixel had, I think Pixel is on 4 something warnings now. Because on that, when he got the penalty, he got a penalty plus a warning.
Oh,
So
right,
that
okay.
is not good. We do have a yellow flag. What's happened?
It's green flag now. It's been cleared.
I think Cody's had an...
Right, okay. So Coop's all over the back here of the Gamer Tag of the Year. So they're having their own little personal ding-dong battle here for P11 and 12. Gamer Tag of the Year trying to defend, and looks like he is going to. Coop's obviously got a penalty here, and thinks better of it here in turn 9. So Milano 1.2. Crow's got the gap down under 5 seconds, but I think he's going to run out of laps, unfortunately. And Jacuti now 5 and a bit seconds. So Cruz was a full second ahead of him in that lap. Crow gained half a second now on that lap alone. So, but it's too little too late. I think our top 3 is our top 3 tonight, Winter.
Yeah, I think the top 3 is set. Maybe even the top 6 is complete set. But there is
still a lot of battles to go on. Romy One Kenobi and Coops on Sticks getting into a quite battle real quick. I am actually having a bit of a lag spike if I don't say myself. The cars are going off everywhere that I see.
Right,
But,
okay.
well, I'll try commentating past it, but Coops on Sticks is actually drawing closer to Romy One Kenobi.
Yeah, and you've also got, so Coops is drawing on Roll Me One, and you've also got Cruz starting to get up to the rear end on Milano, who's got that wing damage. So in the next couple of laps, those two boys will be battling hard, if not now. And he looks up, no, doesn't do it. So let's take a look at Roll Me One Kenobi and Coops, who, you are right, he's being able to get now within a second. He's going to have advantage of overtake mode as they go down the main straight. I'm interested to see how this track goes with the new regulations in its last ever race. It's obviously, for those people who don't know, Zandvoort this year will be the last one on the calendar. It's been removed. And Coops has dropped well and truly back, actually, there. Now, Cloud is now 3.7 seconds on Jacuti. Oh, geez, I tell you what, he did a bit of a Tokyo drift there around turn 9 and almost lost it. And Cloud, yeah, he's doing some screechies around these corners by the looks of it. He wants to have a bit of fun and lost almost a second there. Now, Cruz is all over the back of Milano. Sorry, what was that, Winter?
Cloud's done it again. He's just having maybe the rear tyre wear is not treating him too well. He is absolutely sliding this car through the corners.
Yep. So Cruz up on the back of Milano. Now Milano probably doesn't have the answers here. And Cruz goes on the outside, gets a little bit of drift down here. Looks for the slipstream. Does he send it up? He does. He wants to think of it now. He's got only 2 laps to go. Has Cruz. He needs to get this job done on probably one of these few corners. Just stay in there and then hopefully slingshot, which he did. He got the high road, but just couldn't get the job done. So Milano's straight line speed good enough to defend, where really turn 1 is probably your only good overtaking move, unless, well, Cruz is all over the back of him now. With a lap and a half to go, is he going to do a pixel move here? Send it up here, does he? No. Only Pixel can do that, Winter, by the sounds of it, into turn 9. And all up the back. Oh, Milano's just, I don't know what's going on. He just seems to be so slow going into those corners. 11.7 for Hogo Pogo. So you were going to say, Winter?
Oh, I was just going to say, Hogo Pogo starts the final lap.
Sorry, say that again, mate. You just dropped out. Oh! Carnage! Carnage coming out. I tell you what, that might be going to the stewards, buddy. I know it was, we'll look at it after the end, but I think you'll find that Cruz decided to make good friends with Milano's rear bumper, and he's just sat back there. So we're on board now with our race leader, Hogo Pogo. It's been an absolute brilliant race from Hogo Pogo. He won Coda, and he ended the epic streak of 2 straight races, and he is going to win it comfortably by almost 12 seconds, Hogo Pogo. Winter, your thoughts on Hogo Pogo's race?
Yeah, Hogo Pogo's been absolutely amazing in this race. He comes out of the banking to win the Dutch Grand Prix in Rush Division 4 Season 11. Well done from Hogo Pogo. It will be Pixel in P2, obviously cutting, not making the cut, but he will secure P3, maybe,
I think
depending on Cloud. No, he won't.
No,
So it will be Pixel and Cuddy joining Hogo on the top on the podium. Cloud P4, Milano P5, or it might be a drag race to the line. Hold up. Milano secure.
Yeah, with Cruz.
Yeah, Milano secures P5.
Yeah, you've got Slippergoon coming around now in P7. You've got Uncle Morty across the line in P8, or Mars in P8. Uncle Morty is going to come across the line in P9. And then Cumbus is going to come across in P10. So Cumbus's fans will be very happy with him. And Cooper and Roll Me One. So Coops has got through, but Roll Me One, Gamer Tag of the Year, drag of there. Hey, Roll Me One. Nicely done. Gets Coops on the line And Paul and Hal will come through in P13. They're all stretched out. And Bobby will be the last of the non-lap riders. Comes across the line P14. And that's all she wrote. Great race. Been a good one. A very, very good one. So the Haas. So let's wrap it up. So your race winner is Hogo Pogo. Well deserved. Uncle Morty with the fastest lap. Roll me one, Kenobi. Gamer Dad, driver of the day. Nicely done from you. Most overtakes Milano. And cleanest driver, Uncle Morty. So there it is. Let's go through. And Hogo Pogo goes through. Pixel is P2. Jacuti in P3. Cloud P4. Milano. Cruise P6. Slippergoon. Mars. Uncle Morty. And Combus rounds out the top 10. Roll me one, Kenobi. Gamer Tagger of the Year in P11. Paul Hell P12. Cooper on Sticks P13. Bobby P14. Conrad P15. Shining Swan P19. Ian Mack. Truckstar. Rooster. Peercat. Shoring rounds out our runners, who was the only one to DNF. Not a bad little race tonight, was it?
Yeah, not bad at all. But we do get a favourite name and tag person in the comms box.
Yes, we do. Gamer Tag of the Year is in the chat as our driver of the day. So let's go over to the podium interviews.
So I'll get them to join up in a second.
Great. Thank you very much. I am going to get my chat up. Little good race, so didn't cause much damage tonight, did we, Winter?
I don't think so. Not as much as last week.
Fair enough. So we have got
We'll just wait for everyone to jump in, and we'll get underway and sorted.
Yep. So just waiting for Roll Me One Kenobi. He's in the chat.
How are you, mate?
Yes, Gamer Tagger of the Year, driver of the day. We'll get started with you in a minute. Just waiting for Jacuti, Pixel, and our race winner, Hogo Pogo, to join us. I'll see Hogo Pogo just off to the toilet. Just had a cheeky slash. By the looks of him. So we are just waiting on where's Hogo Pogo? Hogo and
I think he'll be joining.
He will.
Joining in a second.
Where's Jacuti?
That's something I do not know.
Yes.
Here's Hogo Pogo.
Well, there's Hogo, and we're just waiting on Jacuti. Come on, boys, jump in. And he's not going to. Is he going to be joining us? What's he going to be doing?
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Is he it? Yeah, very good.
Right,
Rightio. So let's start with driver of the day, Winter. Take it away, mate.
Kenobi, mate. Wow. Well done to you.
Thank you.
Bit of a running excursion that I saw a couple times, but you got the driver of the day. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was surprised. It was a bit of a battle. I lost my wing in the first lap, and it was a bit of a struggle after that. But no, it was just consistent. I mean, my left tyre was about 74 by the end of that race, so I was just clinging on. But no, it was a good race overall.
Very good. Congratulations, mate. Yes. As I referred to you on the stream, the number one game, the Gamer Tag of the Year, Roll Me One Kenobi. Absolutely love that.
Love it.
Love it. And yeah, you definitely were giving the floor a bit of gravel rash there a couple of times we could see on stream, but a couple of nice...
a bit of WRC there for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So, but look, this track obviously, it's technically difficult. You know, there's really only one real chance to overtake, which is turn one. But, you know, overall, were you happy with your performance tonight?
I was, to be honest. At one stage, I thought, here we go again. But no, I was quite happy. It was a good fight at the end. I can't remember what spot was at the end there. The Ferrari.
The
I think
Ferrari.
it was Coops on 6, maybe.
Yes, that's it. It was Coops on 6 and the drag at the
Yeah.
end.
So yeah, good race, man. But yeah, he had a little mistake, so I got him at the end there. But I'll take that.
Very good. Take him as a. So congratulations, driver of the day. Roll me one, Kenobi. Congratulations. So let's move on to the podium positions. And a pretty quiet race, but a couple of good battles. Jacuti, congratulations on P3. Tell us about your race.
Not much really happened. I just kind of stayed out of trouble.
Mhm.
Did the one stop and it paid off.
Yeah. As you know, the old man here in the comms, I'm getting old and you guys come up with gamer tags that I just cannot pronounce. How is your gamer tag pronounced so I can get it wrong through the stream?
Jacuti G.
Jacuti G. There we go. I'm not going to get that right. Winter. Jacuti it is, mate. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Jacuti. There we go. Done. Winter.
Jacuti.
Yep, that
There we
works.
go. G'day, Don Joe. How are you going, mate?
Good.
There's really not much to say for me. It's just say, is there any shout-outs or anything you want to say to your team, to us, just whatever. Whole lot.
Yeah, Data, great engineer. So was course. He definitely helped my race. Told me when the pit. Helped me manage my tires.
Mm-hmm. Oh, congratulations, mate. Enjoy the podium. Well deserved. So let's move on to P2. And at the start, sent it around like Eminem around the outside off the line and took the lead. But after the round of pit stops, just seemed to struggle on the hards. But you know what? A great race on debut, P2. Pixel, tell us about your race.
Yeah, like the first couple, like on the mediums, it was good fat battle with Pogo, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But after I pitted onto the hards, I just got stuck behind a huge battle just got stuck in traffic for lost 3.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Which then dropped me back behind Pogo by 2.5 seconds, and then they just ran away with it.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Winter?
Yeah, there's one thing I wanted to say. What was going through your head when you were stuck in traffic and Pogo Boxton came out ahead of you? Obviously, I'm not saying this because I'm a house driver. I'm just a commentator. But what was the general feeling when you saw Pogo box and come out ahead?
Oh, it was just irritating because they're behind the lapped cars. I'd lost 2-3 seconds, which could have gave me the win, could have not. But I reckon if I had a fighting chance, if I was in the 1 second to get the overtake. But it is what it is. I'll take P2.
Yep.
And I just wanted to give a thanks to Daniel Rocks 2009 for being my race engineer and Liam Deringberg.
Very good, mate. Congratulations. Enjoy the podium. Well,
thank you.
I believe I've been told, Winter, a bit of rush goss going around at the moment. I believe the governor got a certain email from some, I believe it was titled H Pogo, about that some guy needed to be elevated to tier 2. I don't know whether that's true or not, but we're not going to have that discussion. I'm sure the boys will say that on the podcast. But back-to-back race wins, Hogo Pogo. You did it in Coda. You've done it here in Zandvoort. Congratulations, mate. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it was quite a clean race, I guess. Just trying to focus on tire wear management.
Mm-hmm.
Winter. There's not much from my side. It was
Yep.
quite, other than the first stint where I was battling with Pixel,
Yep.
which was fun. I think after the pit stops where I was able to be in clean air, then just ran away with it.
Fair enough, mate. It looked like a really good battle between you and Pixel at the very start. You battled out, you swapped over. I mean, Pixel, a lovely move right at that very start. Now, did you put yourself on the reds or was that a glitch in the game?
I will have to check that back, but I think it's a glitch on the game because initially we planned to do medium hard.
No, fair enough then. Exactly. Winter, any questions for our race winner?
No questions. I just want to say congratulations on your first back win. Looking forward to celebrating with you after post race.
Congratulations, mate. That's it. So there you go. So look, let's wrap that up from here. Next week, Winter, where are we off to?
We're off to Imola for 100%. I will not be here next. I've got some plans, but you will probably be joined with Rapid and someone else.
Bloody hell, 100% around Imola. Excited about that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we go. Well, let's wrap it up. Congratulations to Hogo Pogo, to all our podium guys, and Roll Me One Kenobi, our driver of the day. We will on the obviously got the Rezzies tomorrow night, so jump in and have a look at those guys. Going to wrap it all up. Thanks very much for joining us. This has been Rapid Pajala and Winter, the #1 commentary team in Rush. That is just a fact, and without question. But thanks very much for joining us. Until we meet again next time, it's lights out and bye for now. Good night, everyone.